So this lecture is on introducing classes. Class is a template of an object or blueprint of an object. An object is an instance of a class. To write a class, we should use a keyword called class. The simplified way of writing a class is class name, and inside the class there will be several numbers of instance variables and methods. So type instance variable 1, type instance variable 2, in this way there will be n number of instance variables, and type method name 1, there should be parameter list and body of the method. In this way you can define multiple numbers of methods. So class consists of instance variables and methods. A simple class, say class box, which contains 3 different variables, instance variables, and those variables are of type double. So double width, double height, double depth, and we have not defined any kind of method inside the box. Now to create an instance of the class box, we will use this statement, box my box equal to new box. This statement will create a box object which is called as my box. So my box is an instance of the box class, and once you write this statement, it will create an instance called my box which is having physical reality. So whenever we will create box object, it actually contains its own copies of instance variables with height and depth. To access those variables, we need dot operator. So if I want to access width of the box, we should write in this way, that my box dot width equal to 100. So it will actually, we are defining 100 value or assigning 100 value to the width of my box. So here is an example of a box class. So class box contains 3 variables, double width, double height, double depth. And there is another class which is called class box demo. Inside that we have written public static void main and string args. Then after that, box my box equal to new box, double vol, my box dot width equal to 10, my box dot height equal to 20, my box dot depth equal to 15. So double vol is basically the volume. So volume equal to my box dot width into my box dot height into my box dot depth, that will give you the volume. And system dot out dot println, volume is plus vol, that means it will display you the volume of the box. Now here there are 2 different classes. One is box class, one is box demo class. Now you should call the file that contains the program boxdemo.java because it is main containing file. So we will call the class called box demo. We should not call the class box, because we are always call the class which contains the main. Now when you compile this program, you will find there are 2 class file will generate. One class file is for box, one class file is for the box demo. And to run the program, we should execute box demo.class. So when you run the program, you will see it will display you the volume is say 3000. So to run the program, again I'm saying, to run the program we should execute which class file? The class file which contains the main, that is the box demo.class. Now here we are actually declaring 2 objects, 2 box objects. So box class height with depth and class box demo. Inside it there is public static void main, and I'm defining 2 objects. One is box my box 1 equal to new box, and my box 2 equal to new box, and double vol. Now my box 1 dot width, my box 1 dot depth, height defined. Then after that, my box2 dot width, my box2 dot height, my box2 dot depth, I have defined all those instance variables. So after that, if you write vol equal to my box1 dot width into this, and if you display the volume and again compute the second volume of the second box, I mean second box, volume of the second box, that is vol equal to my box2 dot width into my box2 dot height into my box2 dot depth. And if you display the vol, you will see it will show you two different volumes of two boxes. So actually we have created two different instance variables of the class. One instance object is myBox1 and another object is the myBox2. So both are different objects, and different objects we are assigning the height, width and depth. And once we assign those values, then after that, if you compute the volume separately for both the boxes, it will show you different results. Now, how to declare an object? There is an operator called new operator. New operator is basically used to dynamically allocate memory space. So it returns a reference to it. Suppose box my box equal to new box. If you write in this way, it actually we can split this line into two separate lines. One is box my box, and another line is my box equal to new box. So it's a combination of two steps. So we can rewrite in this way. Now the first line, box my box, actually we are declaring the reference to object. Here box my box is the reference. It's not an object because we have not allocated any memory. We are creating only a reference of box class. So my class is box. I'm creating one reference, my box. Now if I write reference equal to new box, so I'm allocating memory space. How much? It is initializing by the box constructor, and that much memory space is allocated for my box. So allocate a box object. Now it is converted into an object. So if you write box my box equal to new box, it will create an object. But if you split it, box my box, this is basically the reference. Now once you write reference equal to new box constructor, that means it is basically you are assigning the memory space for the box, and that is now converted from the instance references to the object, a physical object. Now here the first line, my box, is a reference to the object of the box, type box. After the line execution, my box contains a value called null. So if you write box my box, this first, after execution of this first line, basically the my box content is null. So it indicates it does not yet point to actual object. It's not points to the actual object. So if you want to attempt to use this my box after this first line execution, it will gives you a result in compilation time error. And in the second line, if you execute this my box equal to new box constructor, you will see my box as a box object. So my box simply holds the memory address of the actual box object. So this is the way of writing the object. How can we declare an object? So here the statement box my box, once you write it, it basically creates one instance. So here it's null. So my box is there, but there is no memory allocation. But once you write my box equal to new box, basically you are assigning memory space for my box, which is having width, height and depth equal size. I mean size is already defined. Here second one is like box b1 equal to new box. You created one box object that is called the b1. Now if you write box b2 equal to b1, that means you are actually copying the b1 to b2. So both are now referring to the box object, height, width, depth. Now what I'm doing, I am making this b1 now null. So first I am created one object b1. Now b1 I'm copying to b2. Now b1 I'm making it null. Here b1 has set as null. And now B2 still point to the original object. B2 still point to the original object because you already copied it. So it still refers to the original object. Now, talking about methods, method having a type, return type, and is a parameter list, and there is a body. So how to return a value? You should write return value, this particular statement. Now here is an example how to add methods inside a box class. Like suppose there is a box class height with depth, and I am adding one method called volume, which will compute the volume of the box. So what is the return? The return is void. I just want to simply display the volume of the box. So for only display, we will use void. Then after that, system.output out.print volume is, and out.println height into width into depth. Now there is a second class which is box demo. In this box demo class, the main containing class. Here I have created two objects, mybox1 and mybox2. Once I created these objects, now I am assigning the value 10, 20, 15, and for box 2, height width depth will be 369. So now if you write mybox.volume, so it will compute the volume of the box, which I already defined in the first class. Inside the first class, I have mentioned that it should multiply height, width, and depth. So it will return the volume. And similarly, mybox2.volume, it will also return the volume. So in this way, this program generates following output, two different output for two different boxes. One volume is for the first box, that is a box 1, and second volume is for the mybox2. Now, returning a value, in the last example, the returning value was a null, void. There was no as such return. But here, if the return is double volume, the return is double volume. So, so return should be, I mean, it will multiply with height and depth. If you multiply this, it will give you a return. And the return type here, the returning is a double returning. So here everything is remained same. Only difference is if you write vol equal to mybox1 vol, you need to print it. So if you want to print it, you simply write system.print out.println and print the vol. It will return of this volume should be printed through this vol. And similarly for the mybox2 also, it will display you the return of the volume method, which is used for this particular object mybox2. Now adding a method that takes parameter. Now our intention is we want to add one method which should have some parameters. So last example, we use double volume, return with height and depth. Here we are incorporating one new method which is called set dimension of the box. We will set the dimension of the box. So vol set dimension double W double H double D. So here width equal to W, height equal to H, and depth equal to D. So we have defined this. So here I'm creating two objects, volume double. Now mybox1 dot set dim, that is set dimension 10, 20, 15. What is this 10, 20, 15? 10, 20, 15 is W, H, and D. That means width equal to 10, height equal to 20, and depth equal to 15. Similarly here 369. Now rest thing is same, so it will display you the volume. So here what we are doing, we are trying to pass the parameters through the methods and adding that method inside the class. Here the method is set dimension, which actually set the dimension of the box, and the return types are, and the parameters are three different parameters, double and double D, double H, and double W. So constructor is basically to initialize the object. Whenever the object is created, automatically it is initialized by the constructor, and constructor having no return type, not even void. Whenever whatever the return type of the constructor, it's a question. The answer is implicit return type. So the class constructor is the class return type itself. So whatever the return type of the class is, the constructor return type is the same. So there is no as such return type of constructor. It's almost looks similar with a method. The only difference is method having return type, but the constructor don't have any return type. So here is an example of a constructor where there is a class called box and there is a method box. This is basically constructor. So constructor, by default constructor means whenever you create an object, it will automatically call the by default constructor. So here the constructor is box. The constructor name and the class name will be the same. Now box constructor, say I'm defining say width equal to 10, height equal to, and depth equal to all this 10. There is a method called volume. Now if I call this new box, so it will allocate memory and it will call the constructor having all these height, width and depth value 10. So it will initialize with 10, 10, 10. The box will be created, my box 1 and my box 2 will be created with 10, 10, 10 initialization. In this way, you can create a two separate volume. These are the constructing box, and these two separate volume are displayed here. There can be parameterized constructor also, like by default constructor, they don't have any parameters, but here you can explicitly define number of parameters and type of parameters. Here box, double W, double H, double D. So three parameters I am passing through our constructor. Now H, W and D, these all are defining width, height and depth. Now return type volume is the same, return, same method I'm using. Everything remains unchanged, but here instead of only box, I'm passing box 10, 20, 15. So 10, 20, 15 will be W, H and D. So height, width and depth. Here 3, 6, 9. So whenever I'm initializing my box 1 and my box 2 with this box parameterized constructor, whatever the value I'm passing, those value will help to initialize the box. And I will get this volume, separate volume for my box 1, volume for, sorry, my box 2. Now the last one, use of this keyword. This keyword is, use inside a method to refer the current object. Any method inside a method to refer up the current object. Like here, this box double H double W double D, we can write in this way: this dot width, this dot height, this dot depth equal to W, H and D. That means inside any method to refer the current object, we'll use this. The another way, why we, another reason why we use this, it is illegal, in Java to declare two local variables with the same name inside the same or enclosing scopes. This is called namespace collision, where the namespace name should be different. To making the name different, we use box double width, double height, double depth. Say this dot height, this dot width, this dot depth equal to width, height, and depth. So even I can write width equal to width, but to make difference, we will write this dot width equal to width, this dot height equal to height, this dot depth equal to depth. Thank you.